our champion, Tom Morgan of Malden, Massachusetts, faces the challenge of former champion Don Santiago of East Falmouth, Massachusetts, on Candlepin Bowling. Hi, everybody. Welcome once again to Candlepin Bowling. I'm Don Gillis, and as always, we are glad that you can join us here at the Fairway in Natick, Massachusetts for 3 strings of Candlepin Bowling. Total pinfall, as you know, determines our winner. Each bowler takes home a permanent souvenir. They are provided by the Ace Trophy Company of Boston. And each takes home something in his pocket because we have guaranteed prize money of $1,200. $700 of that goes to the winner. $350 goes to the runner-up. $50 available to the winner of each string. If they tie, we split that at $25 apiece. Okay, let's talk to today's bowlers instead of going on to any more of this. Hi, Don.
How you doing, Don?
Pretty good. Nice to see you again. And
nice
we were both looking to see what the low man on the qualification was, and we see that it's a 424, and you remember that last year you rolled a 425 that got you in the championship show, huh?
Yes, I'd like to do it again.
I don't doubt that you would like to do it again. You guys both have something in common in the sense that in the championship show, you won the first round, you won the second round, and you went on to the championship round and then beat and lost. But you both.
It was someone take $5,000 out of your pocket.
Yeah. But it's pretty nice to be up there, to be second, though, right? Yeah.
No doubt about that.
Okay, let's see. Tom is carrying a 126 average right now, and you're at a 125, huh?
Right.
Well, that means it's going to be a one pin difference in each string. Is that what we're going to say?
I can live with that. I just hope I bowl a little better than that, that's all.
Okay, good luck to you, Tom, and to you, Don. You're both fine bowlers, and we'll get underway right after this. Getting us underway, our challenger today, Don Santiago of East Falmouth, Massachusetts. Don leaves the 4 horsemen left side. No wood to help. 1, 2, 4, 7. Two full on the head pin. That's all he got. It's a 9 box. Don has the 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Three and 6 still there. A 10. Now our defending champion, Tom Morgan. Malden is his home now, but I almost want to call it from Lynn because I guess for all but 1 year of his life he's lived in Lynn. And he still bowls in Lynn at the post office lanes. 4 horsemen right side. That's what he's looking at for a possible spare. Missed the head pin and took out the 3 and the 6. Before I forget it, and while you're still here, boys and girls, and I have your attention, I don't want you to miss next week's show. And it's going to be on 1 hour earlier at 11 a.m. next week. That's because of the Indianapolis time trials. They'll be running from 12 noon until 3 p.m. on Channel 5. So next week we'll be on at 11 instead of 12. Okay? He's got 4 horsemen right side. He's also got the 9 pin. And he leaves the 6 and 10. And he still leaves the 6 and 10. Don Santiago, our challenger. Everything down except the 6 pin. piece of wood just to the right of it on an angle. Ooh, he missed it. Went too far to the right. Released the ball too soon. There it is. For a 10. Two, 4, 7, and 6. That's what he's looking at. Too full on the 2-pin. Don Riley is our lob line judge and referee, sitting in for the vacationing Ralph Stewart. Al Giglio keeping score on the electronic scoreboard. Keith Williams keeping score on the big board for the folks who are here. Tom Morgan, spare. Taking care of the statistical work in place of Don Riley is Tim Michelle. Phil Rubin is our producer-director. 4 is the Phil. Now looking at 4 horsemen left side, plus 9 and 10 is Tom Morgan. Yeah, very, very pretty. So as we pause after 4 boxes of the first string, with a bonus ball still to be thrown by Tom Morgan, he leads 40. Santiago of East Falmouth. Spread eagle. He took out the right side and got the 7-pin on the left, leaving 2 and 4. A 10. Don's league average is 125. His high single is 201, and his high triple is 464. He had a 650 in winning his roll-off. The 1 and 3, that's what he's looking at. He's representing both the Alley Cat Lanes and no, it's the Alley Cat Lanes in Kingston. That's right. That's where he qualified. Unable to convert. Don also obviously bowls at Ryan's in Falmouth. Tom Morgan gets 5 on his spare, leaving the 2, 4, 7 on the left, 6 and 10 on the right, and a piece of wood that doesn't know where it's going to stop, but it's somewhere between where 1 and 5 would be whenever it does settle down. He almost pulled it off. He left only the 7. A 10. One, 2, and 7. Wood in between the 1 and the 2, and wood in front of the 7. Nice setup. And it goes. A little bit slow motion because of the wood that rolled over and tapped the wood in front of the 7 was kind of slow, but it eventually hit it just hard enough to topple it over. So 3 marks in 4 boxes for Tom Morgan. Don Santiago still looking for his first. He's had a couple of good opportunities, but was unable to capitalize. And he's got the spread eagle again, although the 7 did go down. So basically it's a clipped wing on the left and a full on the right. He got 2 more over on the right-hand side, but he'll be working on the 2 and 4 on the left side. He got them. Four and 5 are side by side, 7 and 10. So you can see he's got a piece of wood about where the 3 would be, but it's almost perpendicular to himself. This would be quite a shot if it ever goes. And he got everything except the 5-pin, and a piece of wood did roll over to it. Don is what shall I say, an unpredictable bowler. As I've already pointed out to you, that he has a high single that's over 200, a high triple of 464, a league average of 125. But he can sometimes have some wide differences between his 3 in a row. For example, well, let's watch Tom Morgan. He comes up with a spread eagle. Don Santiago has rolled on our show a 357, a 374, a 389, a 425, but he's also rolled a 318. And in our championship show, he was faced with Steve Reno and was seated beneath him, but defeated Steve Reno 120 to 118 in their 1-string roll-off. And then Santiago knocked off Paul Berger 123 to 107 and went into the final against the red-hot Jim Putney, and Jim beat him 272 to 257 in their 2-stringer. That's a 9. He went into the gutter before he got that. Don Santiago looking for his first mark. Now he has it set up. He has a triangle, however, right behind the 6-pin, and in front of the 9 and 10 he has a piece of wood. So he gets his first mark in the 9th box. He got 5 and leaves diamond right plus the 7-pin, so it will be a tough one to convert. He got everything except the 9-pin. He got the 3, 5, 6, and 7 and left the 9-pin. He's at 101 at the moment. The piece of wood turned out to divert the ball and itself and not get the 9-pin. Now Tom Morgan. And our defending champion got a break. He did have 7 and 10 standing. The 7 fell. Now he'll be working on that 10-pin. Spare in the ninth. His challenger, Don Santiago, got a 5 as a fill on his spare in the ninth. Let's see what Tom Morgan does. He gets 7. He's looking now at 2, 4, and 7. He converts it, so he has 2 in a row. $111 plus. Eight more. 119. So $50 in bonus money will go to our defending champion for winning the first string by a score of 119 to 101. The 2 and the 5. There's wood off to the right, 2 pieces, but I assume he'll go right at it. He did. The enthusiastic voice you hear rooting him on is his brother Mike, who's been on our show many times. Seven is the fill, and right across the 2, 4, 7 is a piece of wood, and then he does not miss that opportunity. Now our challenger, Don Santiago. He gets a split. 4, 7 over on the left, 6 pin over on the right. It's a tough split. He used the piece of wood that was in front of the 6. He took out the 6 and flew the ball over, but it landed behind the 4 and 7. It's a 10. Our crew today is Jeff Sullivan, Chris O'Hare, Joe Sukar, and Howie Rouse. And as always, our producer-director is Phil Rubin. Don Santiago gets a backdoor strike. And the man who works with Phil Rubin in post-production videotape is Doug DeVitt. There is Mike Morgan. Sweating it out for his brother. It's probably worse watching your brother than it is to do it yourself. But that's the voice you hear urging him on. Strike for Tom. Now Don Santiago comes up and he is working on a strike. So far, this second string is a lot different than the first. First bonus ball gets him 7, leads a side saddle, I can't even say it, side saddle triangle made up of the 3, 5, 9 with wood. Is it going to go? Oh, yes! It was delayed. It appeared that he had missed it, but then a piece of wood came back and hit one pin, which then toppled into the other. So spare on strike. Now on the spare, he gets 7. And that leads on the right to 3, 6, and 10. $50 bonus ball if he makes it. He did not. He can't believe it. He's just turned around as much as I can't believe it. I missed that. And a lob costs him 1, so it is a 7. Once again, we'll take a check on the scoreboard. After 4 boxes of the middle string, with 2 bonus balls still to be thrown by Tom Morgan of Malden. Lynn working on a strike. First bonus ball gets him 6. Leaves 4-7 on the left, 3-6 on the right. No wood. He got the 3. So the fill is 7. It's a 9. Strike! That was a hammer. That was bang. They're gone. Now Don Santiago. Don has 4 horsemen left side. He missed the head pin, but he did leave the 1, 2, 4, and 7. Nice. That's the way to make the 4 horsemen left side. He left diamond right. 3, 5, 6, and 9. No wood to help. Is it going to happen? Nope. Diamond wins again. Boy, that is a tough one to make. A 10. Tom Morgan comes up working on a strike. So close to having 2 strikes in a row. He left the 6 pin. He has 2 marks in a row as he converts the spare. Seven. All right, here's that tricky triangle again. This one is made up of the 2, 4, and 5. No wood. And once again, the triangle is not converted. It's a 9. In this string, Don Santiago trailing by 9 pins, and he trailed by 18 after 1. Almost a backdoor strike. Just the 2 pin to pick up for a spare. He made it. These guys amaze me picking up the singles, because that's a small ball and a skinny pin 60 feet away. He got a 9-pin drop. The one pin that's up is the 7. 4 pieces of wood on the deck. Now he has to be a little careful, but let's see if he... Oh, too bad. That's what we were kind of afraid of because of the wood. It's so easy to hit wood, have it spin around and not... Now he went right after it this time and made a 10. Tom Morgan right now looking at 1, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. And 1 to go. He's got it for a 10. 125 and a box to go. Again, he's looking at a tricky triangle. Same one. 2, 4, and 5. And this time he got 2 of them, but didn't get all 3. And obviously, that's why we call them tricky. They look easy. But time and again, we see the bowler get 1 or 2, but not all 3. Now Don Santiago, today's challenger. Everything down except the 7-pin. Now the last time he had the 7-pin, he had wood. He hit the wood, did not get it. Let's see whether he can... There's 3 pieces of wood off to the right. Now, let's see if he'll go directly at the 7, or will he try to use the wood? He tried to hit the wood again, and again, the wood went to one side, the ball to the other, and the 7-pin is still there. And again, then when he has to pick it up for a 10, he gets it. 119 going into the final box. Four pins on the right, 2 on the left. The 4, 7 on the left. On the right, it's a 1, 3, 6, and 9. Nope. It's a 9 box. 128. And another $50 in bonus money will go to Tom Morgan as he won the second string by a score of 135-128, and the score after 2. Third string, leading it off, our challenger, Don Santiago. Now, Don has that tricky triangle to work on. This one is made up of the 6, 9, and 10. However, he has a piece of wood, which I'm not sure that he's happy to see. It's almost perpendicular. It's just to the left of the 6. Made it.
Go, Johnny. Throw me one big one. All 10, Johnny. All 10.
He gets an 8-pin drop.
All over it, Johnny. All over it.
He's looking right now at 6 and 10. Made it. As he hit the wood, I'm sure his thought was, oh, I'm not going to have another piece of wood that's going to deny me a spare. So he begins the third string with a pair of spares, and Tom Morgan, our defending champion, is on the line. Half Worcester right side, 3 and 9. Tom's league average 126, high single 192, high triple 490, roll off 700. As I told you, Don Santiago's was 650. Oh, nice comeback for a spare. After punching out 3 and 9, he came back to convert the spare.
Come on, get a good grip and go right at that number one here. Come on. Hey! Go, look. All right, not bad.
He gets 4. Leaves 4 horsemen right side plus 7 and 8. However, there are 2 pieces of wood in between the 4 horsemen and in front of the 7 and 8. He left 6 and 10. It's a 9 box. All right, now let's see whether
Come on, Johnny, all over the head pin now.
3 was his fill on the spare.
Go like the ball now. Let's go. Gotta get a strike out of you yet. All over it, Johnny. All over it. Slide it right in there.
2 to pick up. 2 and 4. He's got Wood to the right of him. Wood has been plaguing him. Let's see whether it... He got it. So 3 marks in a row for Don Santiago. $50 in bonus money. Six more. 1, 3, 7, and 10. Got everything except the 7-pin. Nice try. Now the 7-pin by itself, and he misses it. 9. Our defending champion, Tom Morgan. One, 7, and 8. Some rolling wood. There are 2 pieces, one just to the right of the 8, one about where the 5 would be, and a piece of rolling wood is over where the 6 would be. He does not get it. He leaves the 7. It's a 10. 5 pins. That's the lead for Tom Morgan right now. He's opposite a 9 box. One, 2, 4, 8, and then on the right, the 6 and 10. That's the 1. It's a 7 box. The lead is 3. 6 boxes to go. They are 3 pins apart. Our challenger, Don Santiago, about to roll. He gets everything except the 10. The 10 pin for a spare. Yes, he's got it. So 4 spares in 5 boxes. In the first string, he had 1 mark, a spare. There was a pin missing, so he's reset. The 8-pin was missing. All right. So he gets a 9-pin drop. And the 6-pin. The 6-pin is what he's looking at to try to convert. There's wood to the left of it. And he converts another spare. A quick reminder, the World Team Tournament for the benefit of multiple sclerosis at the Rollaway Lanes in Weir. Tom Morgan leaves diamond left plus the 7, followed by a picnic at Club 57, Southwick, Massachusetts. Donations $30. And if you want more information, call Alfie Johnson at 413-569-9091. Tom Morgan fires. Tom Morgan has just lobbed and lost 3 pins. So it's a 6. And Don Santiago is up by 10. Tom Morgan almost had a backdoor strike. Everything tumbled except the head pin. Yes, he has a spare. Now down to 4 boxes, each with a spare, 10 pins separating them. Our challenger in the lead by the 10. Four is the fill, but more important, it's a spread eagle. He got 2 on the left. It's a 9. It's a strike. A big, big strike in the 8th. Now, Tom Morgan, our defending champion, is working on a spare. And he gets 6. So he picked up 2. That cuts the lead to 8. He has 1, 3, 7, and 8. Leaves the 7 pin. It's a 10. He picks up 1 more pin. The lead is 7. Now he is opposite a strike. Big, big hit. He got everything down except the 2 pin. A great chance now to convert and put a spare opposite Don Santiago's strike. Waiting for wood to settle down. Now for a spare, the 2 pin. He's got it. Don Santiago comes up. Don't forget again, 11 a.m. next week. We're on because of the Indy time trial. So remember, tune in at 11 instead of 12. All right. Now let's watch and see what Don Santiago does as he works on a strike. First bonus ball. He has 2 strikes in a row. No, he did not get 3 strikes in a row. But he did get 17 pin.
Right on the 2 pins, come on. Right on it. You take it.
And he made the spare. Where did he come up with that? He's got 13 instead of 7. Don Santiago adds 10 more. 170 string. And another $100 and 170 was that final string. Tom Morgan, he gets 8 as a fill on his spare. Oh, too bad. He had 2 pins to pick up, and he got just one of them. Everything down except the head pin. Now for a spare. Yes, spare in the 10th. Tom Morgan fires and gets 7 more. So, Don Santiago is our new champion with a 170 final score. And he just missed, as you can see, he just missed a 400. Last year when he qualified for our championship show, he rolled a 425, which put him on, and I've already told you that in the first round of our championship show, he won. Then he moved on into the second round, he won again, and he moved into the final. And finally lost against Jim Putney. Of course, you remember what Jim Putney did last year. So he had basically, he gets credit for 4 marks in a row as he finished the last string and wound up with a 170 and picked up another $50, of course, for winning that 3rd string and just missed getting an extra $100 for a 400 series. This card comes from Rochester, New Hampshire. And it's Alfred LaFleur of 19 Upham Street. His guess is 751. So, as I said, we get a lot of guesses, anywhere between 740 and 760. That one was at 751, but it's not close enough to win. All right, let's see what we have for our high-low jackpot. That just keeps piling up and piling up. Tom Morgan had a couple of chances at it, and he left it there. So, all right, Don Santiago has a chance now. $500. I thought you had it. So did you. I know. Okay, Don, you're getting back over here, please. Well, Tom, your stay wasn't as long as you wanted it to be, I know.
No. They came on real good the last swing, and I was having a hard time holding on to my ball the last swing.
Were you?
I just couldn't get a good grip, and I was trying to baby it, and can't do that in this show.
I saw you, were you looking at your finger? Are you developing a blister?
I got a blister in the middle of my baby finger.
How about that?
You can't do that unless you're doing something wrong with the ball. You're supposed to use the fingertips, not the middle of your finger. So
yeah, I guess so.
You can tell all the young bowlers don't do that. This result will be what happens.
Now, both of you guys had a lot of spread eagles. Tell me, is that difficult to handle, or do you say to yourself, no, I am hitting the head pin, or what?
You try to adjust, either move back a half a board or up a half a board, but if you throw another one, then the mind starts working. It's not a thinking man's game. Just throw the ball and hope you get lucky.
Okay. Well, you were lucky enough to pick up $350 plus another $100 in bonus money, and it's nice to see you, okay?
Thank you. See you again.
Okay. And Donnie, all right, you picked up almost an extra $100. You had a $399, but you got $700 plus $200 in bonus money. And your challenger next week is going to be John Kalachevsky from Webster, Massachusetts. Okay?
Okay.
All right, you and I will be here. You too, right? I'll see you 11 a.m. Remember, bye-bye, everybody.